Hey everybody, welcome. It's Simon Dadia. I'm the creator of BrowSEO, and I'm going to talk with you just for a few minutes about BrowSEO and what it is. So without further ado, I'm just going to jump straight in. It is a tool that will help you manage all of your social media and your SEO. You have the signups that you have to deal with regularly, logging into different proxies regularly, logging out of those proxies, remembering which proxy that you logged into that account, having spreadsheets, text documents, usernames, passwords, and all that is no more. Never again. Okay? Never again. You fill out one form for each profile, and that is your anchor. That is basically your profile information right there. Never changes, right? Just like your name, your email, it doesn't change. Same thing over here. When you open up a profile, we open up with a name, username, we set up an email account, and you go ahead and create the right Yahoo, MSN, Gmail accounts. Go ahead and set up all of those accounts using the same name, information, address, so that's a real persona. And it manages all of that information in one location. And then when you go to sign up to each site manually, then you have the sign up tool, just like like you have RoboForm, where you can fill out your profile information, and it then goes ahead and fills it out for you online. But that's great because it's good for your own personal profile. But when you've got 100 different accounts and you've got 100 different proxies and 100 different profiles, you've got to have a completely separate setup for each one. And that's exactly what BrowSEO does. Is each project you open up with has its own persona. You have your own proxy, you have your own cache, you have your own cache folder, your own cookies folder, so that when you come back to that profile, you don't even have to log in. Right? So you're always logged into your Gmail accounts, you're always logged into your Facebook accounts, you're always logged into your Twitter accounts, you're always logged into Pinterest, you're always logged in. No matter what, you can close BrowSEO and open it up as many times as you want. You can even change the proxies. And BrowSEO works so well with managing your social media that you don't even need to worry about changing your proxies once a month. Because what these sites see when you change your proxy is that all the cache and the cookies have remained the same. So they might think that you're just some sort of a traveling person, a traveling businessman, a traveling salesman, a traveling whatever, or you're on holiday, or you're always on holiday, or whatever the deal is, but you're always changing your location, which is normal, but you've got the same laptop, which is fine. Okay, so, but when you're always constantly changing, and your cookies are different, and your IPs are different, and everything's different, your setup's different, you're opening up on a different browser, you're opening, you know when you get those, you've logged in from a different browser, people, these sites, they know that people are creatures of habits. They do and stay the same, right? So when you have all of your cache and all of your information in one location, and you just change your proxy, that's fine. It just looks like you've taken your laptop and moved it from New York to Chicago. Well, that's fine. You don't need to log back in. You haven't changed anything. Okay, so that's how it manages all of your social media, right? We have a whole bookmark manager for each project. It's all totally unique for each project, and you have, again, the auto form filler, so that when you come to a site and you want to sign up and you haven't actually signed up to this one before, you just click a button and it'll sign up for you. And we'll show you what BrowSEO looks like in a few minutes, but I just want to go through all of the features first. Okay, now the SEO campaign management tool sort of merges with the social media management tool because it's similar, one and the same. It's very important to be active on social media, and SEO works the same, where we have the PBN management tool, which allows you to manage not just your PBNs, but to log into them with one click, and then the remote poster, which is specifically right now for the PBNs, which is only working for WordPress, Drupal, and WordPress.com, right? So we are working right now on another 20 sites, so within the next week or two, we will have 20 sites, 20 Web 2.0s that you'll be able to post to remotely from within BrowSEO. So each profile, you can set up 20 accounts and post from within each profile behind each different proxy to as many Facebook accounts and Google Plus accounts and Pinterest and WordPress and Blogger and all these other sites. Directly from within BrowSEO. So we're just getting that work finalized. But right now we can only post to WordPress.com self-hosted, Drupal self-hosted, and Web 2.0 WordPress.com sites. Okay, so big things coming from the remote poster, by the way. Then the indexer, we have connected right now to a couple of indexing services. Do let us know your favorite ones, and we'll add more in. And that's just, you know, you copy your links in to this into the module, hit index, and that's it. It sends it off via the API straight to your indexing services. Now, the RSS Masher and the RSS Creator are one of my favorites, because what that does there is it takes RSS feeds, if you're using the RSS Masher, and it'll take RSS feeds and put them together in one feed, and it'll grab from each RSS feed the first 10 items and create one long RSS feed with, like, if you put in 10 feeds and there are 10 items on each one, you'll have 100 entries on that. And that is a live feed which will constantly be updated every time the person updates their blog. Your RSS feed will then update, and then you can then use that as a feeder for If This Then That, or any other feeder sites and blogs that you might have that you want to just be feeding content to, from an aggregate, basically aggregating content from a whole bunch of different RSS feeds into one feed. Okay, and I'll show you how that works in a minute. And then the RSS Creator, which is, it creates an RSS feed out of just regular websites. So you can take your Web 2.0s and create an RSS feed out of that, and then submit that to RSS directories and bookmark that, and so on and so forth. And then the YouTube URL is a pretty neat little trick there. What it does is it takes one YouTube URL and goes ahead and creates 22 variations, and you can then stick that in the RSS Masher and the indexer and ping those, and that's great for ranking sites instantly, ranking YouTube videos instantly in YouTube and in Google. The Outsourcer management tool is a little bit too much to explain in one. Without showing you, but I'm gonna try in under a minute to explain what it does. The Outsourcer management tool is you basically give a version of BrowSEO, the outsourced version, to an outsourcer or a VA of yours, and you have them go ahead and sign up to accounts, create accounts, and you predefine what environment and what the usernames are if you want by creating a job. You create a profile, and then you send that profile with that proxy over to your outsourcer. They get a ping on their BrowSEO that they have an incoming job. They allow it, it syncs, and then it gets created on the right-hand side, exactly where a job would be, and then they go and they have their task information there, what they need to do. Right? Now, when they're done signing up to these accounts, or doing whatever it is that they're doing, signing up or posting, what they then do is they sync it with you, with the server, and then that syncs all of the proxies and the cache and the cookies and all of the information that they used to sign up, the exact environment that they used to sign up, that gets synced with your main BrowSEO module, and then you can then sync that out to your social media manager, or if you're the one that's going to be managing those profiles and they've just created them and you basically will have the exact same environment, so you don't even need to log in again. You know, the username, password, proxies, telephone numbers, everything used, that gets synced with you, and basically you never have to worry about using any more spreadsheets with any kind of account creation ever again. That's just forget about ever doing that again. The social RSS reader it's an RSS reader, but it has social built into it so that you can share from within each project. You have an option to share with Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, Reddit, and you're already logged in. I'm going to show you again in a minute. I know I'm going through a lot here, but I just wanted to not get carried away, and that's why I'm doing it like this. So the link prospector has got so many uses, and that's what we use to find an unlimited amount of backlinks from Facebook and Twitter and Pinterest, and allows you to get focused, keyword-related, exactly keyword-related backlinks from any of these social networks using a couple of hacks that we have using the link prospector. So let me just show you now what BrowSEO is, how it looks, and how this whole thing is set up to use. We're out of beta, so as you can see, we're now BrowSEO 1.0. And it's very, very straightforward and easy to use. You open up the projects here on the top. Here are all of the projects that you've created, the tiers, different tiers that you might have. Okay, here are all the projects. Here is the different settings. Proxy settings, cookie cleaner, backup, create, the outsourcer. This is basically with the outsourcer admin panel, which will log you in and put you in contact with all of your outsourcers. project usage report, we added that in recently because I've been getting a little bit carried away. And as you can see, here is a small account that hasn't been used for a while. And basically what this does is it just has a log of all of the actions and how active each account is. So it shows you which ones are the least active. So you can go ahead and log into these accounts and just be a little bit more active with them. Go ahead and make a few posts, social, and log into a few groups, interact with a couple of the groups. And this is also great because we have the usage report that links through to your Outsourcer. So you know exactly how much time your Outsourcer is spending working on all of these projects as well. So you never are ever, you know, if they're telling you that they're on it for like, you know, and you can see how many actions are going on, right? So these are actions, and this is like, okay, 3 days, but 194 actions. Here's 3 days and 1,174 actions. You can see that, you know, if the guy's on it and it's just open, it's not going to be logging any actions, so you're going to know the guy's messing around. But that's just for you to you know, really the main reason we have this is for you to manage your own time, yourself, so that when you have 50, 80, 100 accounts in here, you're going to be getting carried away and you're going to be forgetting and neglecting a lot of these accounts. So, you know, this just helps you focus and bring it all into perspective, which accounts are the least used, and you want to go ahead and just get a little bit more active with those accounts. So that's the project usage. Now let's just open up an account here. Here's the BrowSEO, the demo account that I opened up a few days ago. And we open up the browser and you'll see we're already logged in. These notifications, I logged in before and I saw this and I was just really impressed because I opened this account 3 days ago and I've had someone add me, and this is a diet profile that I've been making it more for diet and supplements, right? And I've had someone add me to their circles, Supplement Authority, and I actually commented somewhere and they replied with the comment, and that comment will definitely not get deleted, okay? So that is a pretty awesome way to get backlinks, and I'll show you really how to get as many as you want using the Prospector in the in-depth training that we have in the members area. So the browser is straightforward. Here's the browser. What else do we need to know in the browser? There's the saved sites, okay? So here is the comments that I have, that I would basically take a comment, and you have a reminder here. So that reminds you to basically go back and check your comments a week later, see if it's still live, see if it's still, see if it's working, see if they've deleted it, and you can go ahead and basically index it, send a few more backlinks to it, and just get a little bit more, you know, add a little bit more juice to those comments, right? So you come back a week later and the comment's still there, it's not going anywhere. And you can then go ahead and, you know, send that to the indexer, send that through to a couple of sites and just send a few more backlinks to it and juice that up a little bit, right? So basically the idea is to keep everything organized. So here's your bookmarks, emails, PBNs, social. Let's go to Facebook. You'll see we're logged into Facebook, I'm sure. Unless something's happened. Yeah, we're logged into Facebook. And you can see 28 minutes ago, just logged in and quickly posted something just to keep it as updated as possible. This is a totally new account though. Any friends here? Let's have a look quickly. No friends yet. Alright. Anyway, so the Prospector is basically a built-in scraper with predefined footsteps. You just put your keyword in here, diet, and it'll go out and find any here TLD, anytime, one page, keyword in URL if you want. Do that, keyword in URL, do follow comments, search, and here, 10 reasons why children and adults need vitamin D. Let's see how it's in the URL there. But in any event, these are the results, right? So you have all these results here to do with diets, and you can go use them. You right-click, send to browser, see if you can go and comment on any of them here. Here is the dilemma of disordered eaters and introductory. So this is a .edu, and look, you can comment. Look at that. I might actually comment on this in a minute. I'll save that. I'll save that and come back and comment on that. That looks like a great place to get a comment from. No one's done it yet. And I bet that's not moderated. But whatever, we'll see in a minute. But that's what I did was there is you see I came to the comment, I right-clicked, send to browser. Okay, now we have the RSS, which is how you can become a master in any niche in like under 5 minutes. All you need is to research the niche, find a whole bunch of the best RSS feeds you can find, and stick them into the RSS reader. And what I like to do is I use FeedSpot a lot because they're just an awesome content aggregator, and they get all of the latest news and blog updates and the latest information to do with pretty much everything. They're just a content aggregator, and you can go and get a premium account for like 20 bucks a year and set up individual RSS feeds and come in here and just put those RSS feeds in there, and you get all of the latest information. And it's social because we have the share button here, and that allows you to directly share on Facebook. Post, I could say something, but I'm not going to right now in there. And then you can do the same thing here, Google+, Dig, Pinterest, Reddit, Stumble, Tumblr, Twitter, and WordPress.com. Okay, so directly share from within there. You could also directly send to the feed masher. So in case you have YouTube URLs or some URLs that you have that you want to create a feed with, and you don't want to just use your own URLs, and you want some related URLs, just come into your feed masher. Just come into the RSS reader, right-click, and send it to the feed masher, and then you can go ahead and paste your own links under there, and then create a mashed up feed with other people's URLs and yours, so that it's not just your URLs there. You want to mix it up a little bit. Okay, so that's another trick that you can do there. PBN poster, which is plain and simple. Post directly from within BrowSEO to your WordPress self-hosted WordPress sites, self-hosted Drupal sites, and WordPress.com. Over the next week, we're just finalizing and testing the ability to post to another 20 or so networks directly from within BrowSEO. So not just the RSS feed poster where you have this kind of the share buttons that we have, but actual poster you'll have. This will change around, and we'll have all the sites that you can post to on the side, and you just click it, and you would already have all of the login information set up for each profile, where you'll see in the members area how we do the training on that, how to keep everything nice and organized so that each profile's got its own PBN you're posting to, and you're always posting from different networks. So Google's actually a bit savvy and aware of IP addresses and when you're logging into different sites. So when they see you're logging into these PBNs from different IPs, that just helps your case. So it's all done behind proxies. All this PBN posting and Web 2.0 posting obviously will all be done via proxy. So whatever proxy you're posting from is which proxy it'll appear, and exactly the same thing with the Web 2.0s. So we've got that sorted so that when you send from here via a proxy, it will then post with the same exact proxy that you're using over here. It will send that parameter through our setup. You can also post without a proxy, and I don't suggest doing that because they'll just end up probably not allowing you to post because they'll all come from the same proxy, so I wouldn't do that. But you can post without proxies. Totally wouldn't suggest it. That is how the poster works. There's the poster here, publish URL, the settings, Drupal, WordPress. Just decide and then publish. Okay, the feed masher, basically what you do is you take a whole bunch of different RSS feeds and you put them in here, and then it goes and grabs the first 10 entries from each RSS feeds and create one massive RSS feed that's live. So every time those feeds get updated, this feed gets updated, and you're able to use that as a feed for all of your feeder blogs, your tier 2s, IFTT feeder blog setups, whatever you might have where you need an RSS feeder like Yahoo Pipes. So this takes care of all of that in a much easier way. You just add the URLs there, hit mash it, and you have it, as opposed to having to log into this Yahoo Pipes, which is, I believe, getting discontinued soon anyway. So you have that solution. Now you untick the RSS mashup, and that will take any plain old URL and create an RSS feed out of that. So you can take 10 regular web pages and then mash that into an RSS feed, and you'll have an RSS feed, and you can use that to promote in different RSS directories, bookmark it, and what have you. That's the feed masher. Indexer is real simple. Just click on the ones that you want to use, add your API code, hit index, and that's it. YouTube URLer, just as simple. You put your YouTube URL in there, hit URL it, and you get 22 variations. And you can take those variations, index them, then you can create a feed, take that feed, index that feed, then you can take the YouTube URL or the YouTube itself and actually go into the PBN and post it to your PBN, and you've got some more embeds, and then when we have the then you can take it off and you can go basically take those and go syndicate them to any of the other systems that you have. So that is BrowSEO. That's how it works. We have another couple of updates coming out over the next week or two, which are going to pretty much blow your mind. It's a complete game changer, something that has never been done before because it's just too complicated to do, but something that helps you fly under the radar with your PBN, something that no one is doing, and everyone is saying that this is how, but this, we've automated it and we've made it as easy as possible, and you're gonna love it. I'm just completely thrown by what we've just added in, and I'm not gonna talk about it anymore, but it is a pretty insane feature, and I'm gonna release that in, I think, a week or two, probably less. We're just testing and making sure everything's perfect, and we've got a few things to tweak here and there with it, but other than that, it's already working. It's working in, as my developer said, in console. It's working on the console, so it's all perfect on console, whatever he is, CMD, however he's developing it there. It just needs now to be housed in BrowSEO, so we're there with it. It's just not in BrowSEO just yet. Okay, so it's already there, so it's just a matter of putting it in BrowSEO and releasing it, so that'll be over the next week maximum. Okay, so I'm going to end the video here. Hope that's given you a broad understanding of what BrowSEO is and how it works and what it can do for you. And if you guys have any questions, just comment below, and we'll have a chat. All right, nice talking with you. Talk to you guys soon. See you soon. See you in the groups.